Rev it up and welcome to Cars Yeah, show number 2088. Be prepared to be inspired.
This is Cars Yeah, where you'll enjoy interviews with inspiring automotive enthusiasts. Mark Green is here to provide you with a fuel injection of automotive inspiration. So get in, sit down, buckle up, and get ready for a wild ride here on Cars Yeah.
Hello, inspiring automotive enthusiasts, and welcome to Cars Yeah. I'm in one of the most beautiful countries in the world today, Switzerland, with a very special guest by the name of David En-Naim. David, welcome to Cars Yeah. Do you have any gear, and are you ready to release the clutch?
Absolutely, Mark. Thank you very much. And your team as well. I'm very happy. I'm glad to be here.
Well, we're going to have fun talking about one of my favorite things, which is car care. My listeners know that. I have a long history in that. And David is part of a company that makes some very cool car care products that I think you're going to want to learn about. And we have a little surprise for you as well, so stay tuned for that. But before I give you a proper introduction, David, what's one little thing that people may not know about you?
That's a great question, Mark. It was a very true story. When I was young, I was in Belgium this time, and they have contract with Canada to exchange student for the job, like 1, 2 years, 3 years experience.
Yes.
And then I went to Canada to find a job. They take me like 2 weeks. I take my application. I went by MTR, store by store in the retails of computer retails to give to my application to the manager store. And after that, I bought prepared card for mobile phone just in case if someone called me for the interview.
Ah, yes.
And then nobody called.
Uh-oh.
Exactly. So, okay, it's okay. I try it. It's better to do something than nothing.
Yes.
So then I come back to Belgium. 3 days after, I receive a message in my answer machine at someone who want to make an interview with me, one company. And then I say, okay, and now I'm already in Belgium, so I can't go back again. It's like almost 8 hours flight.
Yes.
So I can't go back. And then I decide, what you lose? $600 in this time. This is a flight ticket.
Whoa.
And $200 for the hostel. Hostel because it's cheaper than a hotel.
Oh, sure.
And they say, if you not do it, you will never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You still always have doubt. Maybe yes, it works. Maybe no. So I decide, keep going. Let's go.
Wow.
And already, and I remember the interview was like 8 o'clock a.m. and I arrived one day before, like 12, like midnight. I can't sleep with the stress, with everything.
Yeah.
I come like 30 minutes before my appointment with the interview, and they come. So we start to talk. And the end of the interview, the manager, his name is Mario Wime. I will never forget him. He say, can you ask you something? I say, yeah, sure. Are you living in Canada? I said, no, I'm living in Belgium. Ah, okay. Since when you're in Canada? I say, since yesterday. What does mean? I say, yes, since yesterday. He took the paper, he gave his signature, and he hired me.
He saw some ambition there, right?
Exactly. He told me that after. He said, no, I saw motivation, I saw ambition, and you going, keep going.
Yeah.
And then I say, so this is, I learned many things, to be honest. I learned many things. I say, okay, next time, no doubt, keep going, just go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, ambition goes a long way. And sadly, it seems like these days we're kind of lacking in that in a lot of areas. But you just got to go for it. And you never know what might happen,
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
Especially in this case, I did like maybe 25 stores. Nobody called.
Wow.
Yes, only one. And the one, he was the one.
He was the one. It only takes one.
Exactly. And he said yes. Oh my God. I was very happy for that. It was a very great experience.
Wow. What a great lesson you taught us today. That's awesome. Well, let me give you a proper introduction. David En-Naim is the General Manager of Fibritex, makers of Premium Microfiber Products for the automotive market. Fibritex is a part of Protecsys Group in Switzerland. David was born in Morocco and at the age of 18 moved to Belgium to study international marketing. He worked in the security equipment business for years. David has always had a great passion for cars and racing, especially Formula One. In his free time, he spends a lot of time enjoying his cars and loved big engines and great exhaust notes. I think you're in good company here today with Cars Yeah. It's always been important that his vehicles look like new, and his passion for car care led to his discovery of a need for a better better car care products, and Fibritex was born. And plus, guess what, listeners? Fibritex is going to do a little special thing for us. David is going to offer a couple free sets of their towels. We're going to do a giveaway here. So just go to the Cars Yeah website, click on my free book button. If you've already done it, your name's already in the hat. But if you haven't, go put your name in there, and we're going to do a couple giveaways. So do that. I'll mention that again at the end of the show. We'll be back in just a moment, but first a word from our sponsors. So give them a little love, and we'll be right back. Covercraft's newest 5-layer indoor cover is especially engineered for indoor use, providing maximum dust protection when your vehicle's stored in the garage. Your 5-layer indoor cover is custom tailored with Covercraft's attention to detail, form, and fit with the quality and attention to detail that's been their standard since 1965. Even if your vehicle is always inside, dust and fallout can damage the paint, and an extra layer of soft, breathable material protects from accidental bumps and rubs. Covercraft protects cars, trucks, motorcycles, RVs, trailers, and watercraft too. Every one of my vehicles is protected with a Covercraft cover, custom fit to fit the car like a glove. And I have a deal for you. If you use the code YEAH21 at covercraft.com, you'll get 10% off your order plus free shipping. That's right, 10% off and free shipping. Simply use the code YEAH, YEAH21 at checkout. Covercraft, protecting the things that move you. Zengen, it's an oil analysis kit that allows you to sample your engine's oil and learn about its inner health with your personalized and detailed Zengen report. At only $39.95 and free shipping both ways, your Zengen oil analysis costs less than an oil change. It's really simple. Their easy-to-use sample kit takes less than 5 minutes to collect your sample and mail it back to their world-class labs. It's only 5 days, and they'll send you your own Zengen score via email. Your report measures 30 different data points, including contamination, metals, lubricants, additives, and a whole lot more. Whether you're buying or selling a vehicle, nearing the end of your warranty, heading out on a road trip, or caring for your vintage collector car, Zengen helps prevent costly repairs, allowing you to get the most value out of your vehicle. And Father's Day is coming. I know Dad doesn't want another tie or a pair of socks. This year, give Dad his very own Zengen oil test kit, and you'll make him smile. I did, and I'm so relieved to learn that my vehicles are doing just fine. Go to ZengenScore.com and use the code CARSYEAH20 and you'll get 20% off. Boom! What a deal. Preventative knowledge and maintenance could save you thousands, and you'll rest better at night knowing your engine's condition is just right. That's ZengenScore.com and use the code CARSYEAH20 today. So, David, we are back. My listeners know I love car care. I'm like you. I love taking care of cars. And I have a long history with products, developing car care products. And towels are very interesting because way back in the day, probably you did the same. We used things like T-shirts and diapers and, cotton cloths,
Exactly.
Old towels that mom would let us borrow out of the bathroom to use towels. And all that stuff, turns out, wasn't so good for the paint because it created micro scratches. And then this thing called microfiber came along. So I would love for you to talk about the history of Fibritex, what you guys are producing, and why we should be looking at your products to rub on our very beloved vehicles' surfaces.
Well, Mark, we produce, first of all, the dry towel with different gram. The difference, main difference for microfiber, it's the gram per square meter. More high gram, more very, very efficient towel product.
So does that mean it absorbs better if the
Absolutely.
The weave is a little different? Is that how that works?
Absolutely. They absorb like almost 7 to 8 times. Of course, you save the time to do it. You don't need to take, especially if the size is bigger, then you save much time. And also the quality drying is completely different. A second thing, we do also premium microfiber polish. After polishing the car, you must have like something to remove all the dust, everything without scratch,
right,
or to micro scratch. And you don't need to do 3 times in the same area. 1 time with the right towel, it's enough.
So this product that you're producing, let's start with the drying end, because one of the things people, when they dry their cars, that's kind of one of the least favorite things, I think, for a lot of people, is after they've washed it, they've got to dry it. And there's all these processes and things. But the more surface touching of your towel to the paint, the more likely there might be some micro scratches. So if you have a super absorbent towel, you're not having to rub on the surface as much nor as hard to remove that water. So is that what your dry towel does?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right.
Yeah. And the bigger size means you can
absorb it and you can remove the water very quickly.
Yeah, just drag it over the surface. And that's what I love about your products. It's really fascinating. And I'd like to maybe give our listeners a little bit of history about microfiber and how you guys developed, because this product came out, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, I think it was. That might be wrong.
You're right.
Yeah. And when it first came out, we all looked at it and went, this is weird. It's like
exactly
sticks to your fingers. And then they started making different kinds. And now the market's overwhelming and it's hard to know what is the best kind of microfiber. So when you talk about Fibritex, and let's go back to the dry towel. Well, we can talk about all your towels, but what makes your products so much more special, or better, I should say?
It's easy, Mark. We try more than almost like 35 factories that produce the microfiber. And the very strange and weird things, like you take two towels with the same GSM, grams square meter, like 350, but when you touch, it's not the same touch. And it's not the same result. So we try everything. We spend almost like 6 months to try different product, different quality. And then we notice, wait a moment, we have the same technical information writing, but in the fact, they're completely different. So now we understand, for instance, from Asia, the GSM, the gram per square meter, is not the same than Korea.
Yes, you're exactly right. I discovered the exact same thing. The one would say it's this, and the other would say it was the same thing, but when you got it, they weren't the same thing.
Absolutely. That's the reason we say, okay, we need to clarify, to be clear, transparency with all the customer. We need to explain. That's the reason we choose only premium product to make a difference. Of course, it's not low cost. It's a high quality material.
Yeah. And when I look on your website, under your products tab, and I'll put a link to the website. They're easy to find. Fibritex is Fibritex. There's a whole variety of specific types of your cloth or microfiber to use. And it makes me smile because I've always said to people, you should have different cloths for different needs, not cross-contaminate, not use them on the same things. And you've got buffing, polishing, drying, glass, leather, multi-cleaning, car wash, and tires and wheels, which are the dirtiest part of the car typically. So you don't want to use the same cloths on your wheels and tires that you're using on the surface of your car, much less even on the interior. And you got special cloths for applying leather care, let's say, and cleaning products.
Absolutely.
And things. So you've really gone deep into this process, haven't you?
Absolutely. In the beginning, it was only dry towel. Now we have the glass. We have for the leather. You have for the rims. You have for the tires. We have for the plastic. Like every part, every material, we have towel for it. It's like we have product for it.
Right. And that's one of the things for you listeners. I have, if you came into my garage and open up, I've got all these stacks of towels and they're even color coordinated for different things. And I noticed with your products, it's very much the same. So you don't, for example, if you use a certain cloth, you've got some beautiful purple cloths it looks like for polishing. You don't use that same one if you go to take the wax off your car, because that might still have some of that polish material in it, which has some polishing granules, and you don't want to go back after you've done all the hard work and maybe induce some scratches and things. So there's a real process to this, right?
Absolutely. And that's the reason we say, like, if you have in the market, you have spray coating.
Yes.
It's very like instant detailer. You have the car that becomes shiny with the glossy effect. You know that.
Yes.
For this use, we have buffing. It's called buffing towel. And the buffing towel you can't use for the dry, you can't use for the polish. Of course, if you do it, on your risk, but efficient, it's more for the spray, quick detailer.
Okay, so the buffing is more for, and nowadays there's all sorts of things for quick detailing, and there's some that are ceramic based as well.
Exactly.
And they don't play nicely with other ones. That's another thing I've told people is if you're using car care products, you want to make sure you're not cross-contaminating them, because some of them don't work well with others. So if you use, let's say, a wax and then you go and use a ceramic on top of it, you may end up with some goofy results. But back to your towels, I look at your towels and they look they look super soft. I mean, they're like the surface of I guess, dare I say, almost an animal. I know they're not made with animal products. They're synthetic polyester and polyamide. I guess I'm saying that, polyamides?
Exactly, polyamide and polyester, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like between 70 to 30%, both of them.
Yeah, exactly. And then I like the fact, too, that many of your products, the seams are woven with a similar soft material. And so that will reduce or eliminate scratching results as well, right?
Absolutely. Not only that, they are very super soft and also long life service.
Oh, okay. I understand.
These people, they forget, of course, you can wash it in the machine, maximum 30, 40 degrees Celsius, but you can use it 3, 10 times, 15 times.
I got you. Okay.
This is a reason we decide to have Fibritex, because we notice we are not happy with other microfiber get in the market. You must do something for the high quality.
Right. The other thing that I always remind people too is when you're doing your towels, you're laundering your towels, you don't want to mix these products with cotton towels. You want to wash them,
not.
Yeah, by themselves. And you mentioned temperatures too are important when you're washing and drying. Is that right?
Absolutely. Temperature maximum is 40 degrees Celsius. And we check with Fahrenheit. And also you can't use dry, just like air dry, normal dry. Put outside.
Yeah, that's what I do with a lot of mine, or even I just put it on a tumble dry and not high heat in the dryer.
Even that I would not recommend, because
Really?
we did some tests. The best way, natural drying. This is the best way.
Okay.
And also, one thing very important, some people did not know that when you buy the new microfiber, doesn't matter Fibritex or other brand. First step, you must to wash it in the machine before to use the first time.
Okay. Well, see, you're teaching me some things today, Dave. I appreciate
pleasure.
that. Yeah, that's very, very cool.
The reason is because the microfiber from the factory, they need to have some water. And first time use it, wash without any soap, without anything, just water. Maximum 30, 40 degrees maximum. After that, you dry, natural drying, and then you can use it. For one more thing about drying towel, when you use it, you need to spray a little bit water in the towel before to use in the car.
Well, see, I thought I knew it all, and I don't. Wow. Okay.
It's more efficient.
Okay. This is so it almost like primes the surface of the fibers, right?
Exactly. Then the fibers, it's already have the water with the contact surface, the water is more efficient.
Wow. Well, I should have known all this stuff. Well, there we go. I love learning new things, especially when it comes to car care. And it kind of makes sense to me now because sometimes I'll get a new pack of towels and things, and I'll just use them right out of the bag. And then after I wash them, they seem to work better over time. And I always thought it was just, it's kind of like when I wash my new jeans. I want to wash them before I wear them for the first time. So you want to do that with your microfiber as well.
That's perfect.
All right. Well, good. I love learning new stuff. I'd love to talk about things that are inspiring to people and what inspired you to get into this field. Is there a person in your life or something that drove you into this? Because you have a great passion for this. And I mentioned that you love cars, you love racing. In fact, the day that we're doing this interview, we're coming up on one of the greatest race weekends. We have Monaco Grand Prix and the Indy 500 all in the same weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Of course, by the time you listeners hear this, that will be over. But what's been your great inspiration, your driving mentors or inspirational people, influential people in your life?
I had a mentor. He passed away 2 years ago, 2020. It's not about COVID, but it's like natural that. He was the first person he teach me many things. I met him, and the first time it was 2008 in Shenzhen, China.
Oh.
Yes, and he was the first and the last foreigner people in Shenzhen had factory for video security camera. And he lived there more than 25 years with his factory, in the China. It's very exciting for me when I met him first time. Is the feeling was very fast. The contact was very fast. It's like we know each other before.
Oh, yeah. It's fun when you meet somebody like that and you just have a connection.
Absolutely. You can explain that. This is how it is. You can explain it's your feeling and you trust your feeling. So, and then we start to work together to develop the security product for the embassies, for the government in Europe. And also we become agent from Sony corporation in UK. It was very long process. And he teach me many things for management factory because, he have access in the world with security in the world. And his customer was the government, Casino Las Vegas in Macau as well. We talk about some high market. It was very exciting for me. I discovered it. And he teach me many tips in the business. And first of all, he says, first thing, you must check the competition. What they propose, was the price they give, and what's the quality. Sometimes we buy more competition product than our product to check, to learn, and we make a difference. And he says, the reason is if one day you have customer, he talk to you about this brand or other brand, you already know what he's talking about. It means product knowledge. He says, if you have product knowledge, you will go far. If you don't have product knowledge, change the job.
Yeah. What a wonderful person you have in your life. My condolences. I'm sorry that you lost him as a mentor and a friend.
More than it's like he was like my father. Really, it's like his name is Alec Wiener, and I will never forget him. It's something part of my life. So
wow, well, wonderful thing to have in your life for sure. Well, we'll come back in a moment and take another short break for our sponsors. One of them being a car care company. Of course, you've heard me talk about Auto Geek. They sell all sorts of very cool things. So give them a listen, and we'll be right back. I was tired of my rates for my collector car insurance going up every year for no explainable reason. My carrier seemed to be turning into a media company versus an insurance company, and I realized that a portion of my policy premium was paying for all those so-called free media goodies. So I did my homework, I talked to knowledgeable collectors, shopped around, and discovered American Collectors Insurance. They've been serving the collector car hobby since 1976. You last that long by properly serving your customers' insurance need, not with a lot of fluff. ACI is ranked the #1 online collector car insurance provider according to Google, Trustpilot, Facebook, and they offer their real person guarantee live support. No never-ending phone loops when you need help. Plus, because you don't use your classic car as a daily driver, you could save up to 40% compared to regular auto insurance. American Collectors Insurance provides agreed value policies. So if you experience a total loss to your collector vehicle or it's stolen, you'll be paid the amount listed on your declaration page, less any deductibles, of course. No ifs, ands, or buts. Give them a call today and ask for your free quote at 866-ACI-YEAH. That's 866-224-9324. Tell them you're a friend of mine, Mark Greens at Cars Yeah. American Collectors Insurance. Classic car insurance designed by collectors for collectors. Linkage. It's a new quarterly publication and website that covers the automotive market, driving, restoring, collecting, and discovering your passion for motor vehicles. Linkage is about experiences, opinions, and values. Linkage is an actual informed, reasoned opinion based on first-hand experiences. A talented linkage team covers the automotive world, the people who share your passion and mine, smart, considered, rational, and experienced opinions, ones you can learn from and grow. That includes our passion that drives auctions and the collector car market. So come with me and join us on this journey. And be sure to use the code CARSYEAH when you subscribe, and they'll give you $10 off. Boom! Linkage, geared for the automotive life. Subscribe today at linkagemag.com. If you're listening to this program, there's a pretty good chance you believe what I believe, that the collector vehicles we love are more than just a means of getting from one place to the other. They're a part of our culture, our identity, and as a people, they bring us together at vintage races, classic car auctions, and 1,000-mile rallies. That's why I support the RPM Foundation, which exists to ensure that the critical skills necessary to preserve and restore these important vehicles aren't lost to time. RPM stands for Restoration, Preservation, and Mentorship, and their goal is to inspire the next generation of vehicle restoration professionals through its outreach programs. And they include Shop Hop, Off to the Races, the RPM Future Class, and many others. These programs engage talented young people across the country and connect them with mentors and a variety of opportunities in the industry. For more information on how the RPM Foundation is driving the future of collector vehicles skilled trade, visit rpm.foundation today. So, David, I like to ask my guests about a big challenge they face. Now, no doubt you're a very worldly guy. You've grown up in different places, moved around, traveled to new places. You shared that wonderful story of ambition, going back and landing a job in Canada. Has there been one big, giant challenge, failure, obstacle you've faced in your life that really taught you a super valuable lesson?
Yeah. Let's go to start with a failure in my life. This was a funny story. When I start in Montreal, my first job, and this time I didn't speak English.
Oh, wow.
So Montreal, they speak French and English, both.
Oui.
So, yeah, exactly. And I was working in the store like the similar, like Best Buy or Sears in USA, but it's other name in Canada. So then, of course, I lose many sales because I noticed we have more English customer than French customer. So it was not good for me. So I was feeling like I lost something. I don't success about something. So what I did, I tried to find a girlfriend. She speak only English. This is only the way.
Mutual beneficial learning.
Absolutely. Because if I meet someone speak French, by nature, she will switch to speak French with me.
Interesting.
But if I meet someone, she can speak French, she don't give me choice, I need to learn English. So that's what I did for 6 months. But it was interesting. It was like, okay, we have, it's more important to try to find the way to resolve or witness or to resolve what you need to improve yourself. Every time we need to ask ourselves what you need to improve, what's missing. We're always missing something, always.
Yeah. Most people would just watch English TV shows, but no, you decided to complicate things and get a girlfriend on top of it.
You know why?
Of course.
Because to save the time.
Yeah.
Because
gotcha.
English you speak nonstop. Text, message, chat. What are you doing, honey? Where are you?
Okay. Very. You're funny. That's very clever. That's a great way. Yeah, great way to do it. I love it. Wow.
And it's free license, by the way. You don't need to pay teacher for the to learn English.
You might have to buy a dinner or two, or a small gift, but there's some benefits there too.
But you have English 24 hours English, nonstop.
I love it. That's a very very smart thing. I like to also talk about cars, and I know you're a car guy. You love cars, yeah. So,
goodness,
is there one special vehicle in your life that really stands out?
Yep, absolutely. I was in the garage. It was Maserati Quattroporte.
Okay.
And the guy, he turned engine on, and I need to control my emotion. I need to control myself. I can't show him, wow, my God, is this one I want?
Yeah.
If I show him that,
you're dead.
I can't I'm dead. I can't negotiate the price.
Yep.
This is the problem. So I control myself. Until the end, I ask him, can you make sure alone? Mark, believe me, when you hear the engine, for me, it's Beethoven music.
Beethoven.
It's Ferrari engine. It's something emotional. I can't explain. You need to have your own experience. I had before Audi RS5 convertible.
Okay.
450 horsepower, atmospheric engine.
Wow.
They have noise, but Maserati, it's more emotional. It's more feeling. The car should have soul for me. It's something. It's not like German car. Like I have also before BMW 5 Series and X5. But the feeling with Maserati, I can't explain. It's something you need. I recommend all people just one time drive it and open the windows. When I have this Maserati, I never use the radio.
Of course not.
I never, absolutely.
So you ended up buying that car?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And even the winter, I opened the windows. It was -5, -6. But I want to hear the engine.
The engine.
It's something, the people they call the here, like if you have Maserati, you are Mazze.
Ah, okay.
Do you have Mazze? It's like Maserati.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. It's Mazze. It's like, and something, I can explain honestly. It's something is from my heart. It's something emotional. It's connected. It's the link, everything.
You're on Cars Yeah. Everybody listening gets it. So no explanation needed. Yeah. We're all in the same boat. Love that. It's like over here in the US, the sound of a small block V8. Mark,
the new Mustang GT. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. This is the car.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah,
this is it.
There
Absolutely.
You go. You're a car guy. So I'm going to crawl into your head and be a car psychologist for you today. Very unique question. Something I'm assuming no one's ever asked you before. If you were reincarnated, pun intended, or manifest as a vehicle, this isn't what you want to be. This is how you perceive the man in the mirror, who you are deep down inside. What kind of vehicle would David be, but more importantly, why?
Definitively Ford Mustang.
Okay, well, there you go.
Convertible, new model, because I like digital dashboard. The first reason convertible is freedom. You have air in your face. You touch the nature, and it's something you feel free.
Yes.
Second, the noise, exhaust noise in the back to you. You can hear it. You can enjoy it moment. It's the mix. You have what you love, and you enjoy the freedom.
Well, you're the kind of guy that likes adventure. I mean, you're a worldly guy. You've lived in different countries. You've gone around the world and done different things. And you think about for a boy born in Morocco and then Belgium and then Canada and Switzerland. I mean, you've done a lot more than most people. That's for sure. So.
Well, the Morocco and the Belgium and Canada is more professional way, and Switzerland is love way.
Yes. Yeah. Switzerland's such a beautiful country. Oh, my goodness.
I meet my wife in Switzerland, and I come back in Switzerland for her.
Ah, okay.
So this is, and what we do, what I did is, okay, I'm here. Let's go to start new business in Switzerland. Is it similar in Belgium?
Well, it's a great thing about the world is there's lots of opportunities in a lot of different places. And
absolutely. Just open mind and keep going. Yeah, that's it. Keep going.
That's it. Keep going. There's some words of wisdom. Now, I always like to ask people how they like to give back. I would assume that Fibritex, I mean, you guys give back by offering wonderful solutions for those of us who love our vehicles so much and want to care for them in the right way so that we're not disappointed after time. And you pull your car out of the garage and you go, why has my car got all these little scratches on it? Where did that? I'm always rubbing on it. I'm always loving on it. Well, if you don't do it with the right products, you can cause some damage. But there's some other ways that you guys or you like to give back to others and help others?
Yep. We try always, sometimes I go to wash the car. It is not car wash, but a self-service. And so I always have some towels, dry towels in my car. And when I see someone, he use normal clothes, I go to see him, like, excuse me, I will give you this, try it. That's it.
Yeah.
Because when I saw someone, he use regular towel for his car, especially his nice car, I need to react.
Yeah.
You forget the business. This we talk about human contact. You have something I would like to share with him.
Yes.
Because especially when if he's here, because he care about his car. Just maybe we need to show him this is the right towel you can use for your car. It's free. It's for you. It's no problem. But I know you will be happy. If you're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, well, sharing the knowledge. That's what it's
absolutely
all about, for sure.
This is the life. Sometimes you need to forget the business part. Just do something
nice
for people.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's more, to be honest, it's more enjoying for me when I saw the smile people when they ask me, I need to pay something. I said, no, sir, it's free.
Yeah.
He was surprised.
Yeah, well.
Just try it and give me your feedback.
I love it. Very nice thing to do. How about a great book that you've read that you'd like to share?
Wow, this is great questions, Mark. To be honest with you, I'm more documentary. I'm more like something to learn about history. The series A Band of Brothers with HBO. This is similar. I love to learn the history. And sometimes I say, wow, I'm very lucky. I didn't born in the war.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So,
yeah.
And this, I learned some human, some contact, it's lessons of life. And the book, we already read some books, but honestly, I don't keep the name. It's more about marketing, more about business, about website, this information. It's a general. Now with Wikipedia, with the internet, it's very easy to get all information that you need.
Oh, yeah. It's incredible. We live in an amazing time, that's for sure.
2.0, maybe next year is 2.5. We have different version every year.
Yeah, I know. It's incredible. So here goes the ultimate drive. I'm going to enable you to have some fun here. You can pick any vehicle in the world, and I will provide it for you. You can be driving with anybody, even somebody who's passed, and you can be driving anywhere in the world. So what does that ultimate drive look like for a worldly guy like you, David?
Well, first, I was thinking for my son and my wife. My son, for what's the reason, he born the same day like me.
Oh, really? Same birthday?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Same birthday,
Wow.
4 May.
Nice.
And we share something between us, something special. So this way, he always with me in the car. We have not working with the car with my wife Sharon. So every time we enjoy, I think we share more with the family. Maybe I'm old school, but the family for me it's
important.
It's more than important. It's like how we call this basement. You know, you have building and you have basement. It's basement.
Oh, the foundation of life.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thanks. Thank you.
It.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. And what kind of vehicle would you all be in?
Definitively not convertible. My son, they don't like the wind. They don't like the sound. So I would go with the Maserati. But Gran Turismo, not Quattroporte, but Gran Turismo.
Got it.
This is something, especially the new model. I mean, new model. They have the same car for more than 15 years now. It's the same. Just they make lift. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, and where would you be driving? So many beautiful places in the world to go on road trips.
Yep, I really want La Jolla, near San Diego.
Oh, it's where I grew up.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. I spent. That's where I lived and grew up and went to college. Yep.
I love this area. I went in Orange County also as well. Yeah. So we have the beach. You have air. Like some movie like California, San Diego, all this coast. This is we drive there.
All right. Well, I could advise you some wonderful roads to drive around there.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, spent a lot of time growing up there, so that sounds awesome. Well, you've taken us on a wonderful trip today. You've taught me some great things that I didn't know, and I really appreciate that. Love to learn. Before I let you go, would you share maybe a success quote, a mantra, or some words of inspiration for our listeners?
Yeah, 2 things. If it doesn't work, we just try to find how it can be worked. We do not need to say it doesn't work. It's too sad. No, it's the same. Don't complain. Try to find different way. That's why I try to do with my son. When they come to cry and say, this doesn't work, said, no, think about how we be work. We need to move on.
Keep moving.
Absolutely. And don't let it be people that said you can do it. No, don't listen to anyone. Just go ahead. Be positive. Go ahead. You can get it. Nothing it's easy in the life. Sometimes life is tough, but you can do it. Just continue.
Just continue. Just keep moving. I love that.
You lose nothing. If you don't do it, you always still have doubt. You will not have answers to your questions. But if you do it, even you don't get success, doesn't matter. You try it.
Yeah. I remember reading about a gentleman who did a study with people who were quite elderly and very close to passing. And every one of them said, when he asked them, what about your life do you wish, you had done or you upset about? And all of them said, I wish I had tried more things. Not that I wish I'd bought more things or had more things. I wish I had tried more things, gone more places, done more things, and not restricted my life in the way that I did in whatever way that was. So yeah, just keep moving, just continue, just keep trying to find a way. How can people learn more about Fibritex and they can have some fun with their vehicles?
Yeah, it's our website. We have Facebook, or we are present on social media. And also we are processed with some importer and distributor in USA, in Canada, in Mexico as well. We continue to develop because, it's premium product and we have distribution, something is very different because we don't do mass production. So we do select product, take some times, but for sure, and we are sure all the customers will be very, very happy for us because we want to be the best quality, best product?
Fibritex, FIBRITEX.com. Check them out. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, there's going to be two cuppy. I'll say that again. I can't speak English today. As I mentioned at the beginning of the show, there are going to be two Cars Yeah listeners who are going to win a Fibritex towel set. Compliments David and his team there. Be sure to go to carsyeah.com, click the free book button. I'll send you my free filler up book, and your name will be in the hat. If you've already been a subscriber, and I've got a whole lot of them, your name's in the hat as well. So we'll do a drawing in the next week or so. So check it out. Couple lucky people are going to be loving and rubbing on their cars without any damage. So I think that's great. David, hey, thank you for being so generous today with your time and sharing your experiences. What a inspirational guy you are.
Anytime, with a pleasure. I want to say last word. I want to say thank you to my team, to Pablo, the marketing department, to Thomas, product manager, to Julien, to Christophe, to Sharon, our team. They work very hard to Fibritex. Thank you very much, guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can't do it alone. Got to have a great team around
Absolutely
you.
not.
So,
one team, one dream.
One team, one dream. There's another. You're full of great ideas today. I love it. Well, till you and I talk again, my friend, I'll see you down the road.
With pleasure. Thank you very much, Mark.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's ride here at Cars Yeah. Drive on over to carsyeah.com to find show notes and inspiring automotive fun. Download your free copy of Filler Up, a fun book filled with gorgeous photographs of fuel filler fun, including quotes from more inspiring automotive enthusiasts. Download your copy today, and we'll see you next time on Cars Yeah.